Welcome, Pewter Report readers, viewers, and listeners to a brand new edition of the Pewter GameDay Show, energized by Celsius, the official energy drink of PewterReport.com. Folks, I'm not going to sugarcoat this. This is the biggest game of the season for your Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Win, you are tied for first place in the NFC South, the lowly NFC South, but nonetheless, that means a berth into the playoffs. Lose, and you are essentially 3 games behind the leader in first place because of the tiebreaker. A lot to get into for this game, a lot of excitement, maybe some tension, maybe some nerves as well, but that is why football is the greatest game of all time. I'm your host, Matt Matera. Joined with me is my fellow colleague from PewterReport.com, Adam Slavan. Adam, how are you doing? How are you feeling going into this magnitude of a game?
Man, I'm nervous for the Bucs, but just want to say I'm doing great. But Matthias, Matty Diamonds, what day is it? What day have we woken up to?
It's game day, baby! Let's go. If you're not fired up for this game, why do you even have a pulse? You should be amped up. Maybe you want the Bucs to lose. Maybe you want the Bucs to get a better draft pick and get Jaden Daniels or Maserati Marv, whoever you want on this team. But nonetheless, this game matters. This is a big deal. We are sitting here. Maybe you're standing watching the show. I don't judge you. It is December 10th, and the Bucs are playing a meaningful football game. We have to remember, because there were the Tom Brady years, and that was fantastic. That was fun. That was the last 3 seasons. But there was a time before Tom Brady got here that Bucs fans would be begging, would be aching for this opportunity to play a meaningful game in essentially the last month of the season. I know they have 2 games in January. So just take it in, have some fun.
Enjoy
you're going to stress out, but enjoy it.
Yeah, it's all part of the ride. But this game, win or lose, when they have over a 50% chance of making the playoffs, lose that goes below 10%, and you kind of have next season to look forward to and all the different surprises that could happen. So definitely have to enjoy the game, and either way, kind of have something to look forward to.
Let's look a little bit forward to the game day inactives, which unfortunately is not in the favor of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We knew Jamel Dean wasn't going to play. We knew Devin White wasn't going to play. But the big one on this list, defensive tackle / nose tackle, Vita Vea, is not playing. I believe he had a toe injury. He did not practice all week. You know it's got to be bad if Vita, that toe, has to be bad if Vita Vea is not playing. Because as I've already built up, this is the biggest game of the season. You need your top guys. The Falcons are going to want to run the football, whether or not Vita Vea was in the game, and now he is not in. So, Adam, the impact of not having Vita Vea in this game, how big is that for the Bucs?
Man, this is arguably one of the biggest players that were needed for the Bucs in this one, because without Vita Vea, that also has a ripple effect on the rest of the defensive line. And now you have a guy like Kalijah Kancey, who he's been so disruptive. There's a reason he won NFC Defensive Rookie of the Month. But without Vita Vea getting those double teams, it's going to be hard for him to build up that same momentum, that same disruptiveness when he's going up against Chris Lindstrom, Drew Dahlman, and Matthew Bergeron. And so without Vita Vea, it's going to be hard for the Bucs, young pass rushers, to really get going. And Bijan Robinson, man, when I look at Bijan Robinson going up against the Bucs today for really the first time, because last time he only had 1 carry, I'm kind of reminded of back in the day before I was born, the Bucs facing the Lions and Barry Sanders, and Barry Sanders would go off for years. And when I was younger, Adrian Peterson going up against the Packers and balling out every time. It's the Bucs really should hope that Bijan Robinson doesn't have that same level of success. But without Vita Vea, he very well could.
Yeah, excuse me, sorry. You hit the nail on the head with Bijan Robinson. Did not play in that first game. And he had one rushing attempt. And
Yeah.
at the time, it was like, oh, he was sick, so he didn't play. Then, like, other reports came out that maybe he was in the doghouse of the coach. The Falcons kind of got in trouble or publicly shamed for the lack of reporting it on the injury list. None of that really matters. As a football fan, I am very excited to watch Bijan Robinson against a Buccaneers defense that is very shorthanded. Now,
Yeah.
is it as shorthanded? It's more shorthanded because Vita Vea is not playing. Devin White is not playing. Are they more shorthanded because Devin White isn't playing, or are they almost stronger?
It's almost a net positive.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the that's kind of the secret that isn't being said out loud. It's like the Bucs are better when Devin White is playing. This injury, I never want anyone to be injured. I want everyone to be happy and healthy. This injury is almost a blessing in disguise for Devin White, for the Bucs, and for Todd Bowles, because Todd loves Devin White. He always wants Devin to play. He'll defend him until the cows come home. But everyone, all three parties can have a handshake agreement that just say, oh, Devin, you're injured. Now take your time getting healthy. We don't want to get back in. Take your time. Maybe it takes you until the next Carolina game, which would be the last game of the season.
If they're out of it, then you can come back, Devin. 2 more games.
But if they're out of it, maybe Devin says, well, screw it. I'm just going to be injured for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
Like, at this point, he can help his stock, but I think he could also hurt his stock way, way more for free agency. At this point, if I'm Devin White, I mean, I guess there is something to be said about, like, believing in yourself and going forward, but I guess I look at the world in a jaded way. I would be like, all right, listen, there are still people that love me that don't even know how bad I am as a football player.
They look at 2020 and 2021 and they're
exactly.
like, oh, we're getting this great linebacker.
And if you're not putting anything else on tape, then it's like, all right, I guess this is what we are going for. By the way, we got a super chat from Mark Fisher, aka Rev Fish. Thank you for the $4.99
Thank you,
super
Mark.
chat. Who said, Matt, y'all picked Tampa Bay the first time. They know it's must win. Atlanta's not great. Even before Vita Vea, what changed for y'all to go the other way? For me, and I know Atlanta's played poorly. For me, it's just the Bucs having way, way, way too many self-inflicted wounds. I mean, week in and week out, we say, oh, the Bucs were great at A, B, and C, but because D, E, and F happened, look at me knowing my alphabet. Because all of this happened, the Bucs lost. I think last week was also another good example of it. The first drive of the game, Bucs are moving the ball down the field. Rachaad White gets a pass interference penalty. Bam, that's 10 yards right there, and they weren't able to recover it. I just think this team is very undisciplined. They get silly penalties. They are super, super, super heavy reliant on Mike Evans on offense and Antoine Winfield Jr. on defense. And if those guys don't pop off, the team's kind of stuck in the mud a little bit. They're a little bit in no man's land. So is this the week that someone else steps up? Quite possibly. But that's the big reason why I don't have the Bucs winning this game. What say you, Adam?
So actually, we'll get to the predictions later, but I picked the Bucs to win this one just for the fact that on paper, you have to believe must-win game. There's really no excuses. The Bucs have to go out and win, and ultimately, I see them doing so and maybe capitalizing on some of the Desmond Ridder turnovers that they didn't in the last game. But when you look at this, the Bucs really just can't beat themselves. They just have to beat the Falcons. It can't be Bucs against Bucs. And now the loss of Vita Vea, as you alluded to, it's going to be huge for the defense and stopping Bijan Robinson. If he gets going and Desmond Ridder is not asked to do a lot, it's going to be troublesome. And I can see the Falcons really controlling the tempo and the time possession of this game. But the Bucs really just have to ball out, and they need those other guys to step up. That was the topic of Thursday's show with JP Peterson, is who needs to step up in Atlanta? It can't just be Mike Evans. It can't just be Antoine Winfield Jr. Maybe this is a game Chris Godwin is finally involved, or Shaq Barrett going up against a backup right tackle. Maybe he can get a couple pressures and sacks. So for this one, the Bucs really just can't beat themselves.
I do think, you remember last season, it was when they lost to Carolina, but before that, they lost the Steelers the week before. And all the questions Todd Bowles was getting, and at the time Byron Leftwich and everything like that, was, why didn't Mike Evans get the ball in the second half against the Steelers? Like, he's Mike Evans. He's Michael Lynn Evans, the greatest offensive player in Buccaneers history. He's him. As you are saying right now, as Jason Light was saying on social media. So I came on probably this show and multiple podcasts that we do, and I said, they're going to pepper Mike Evans the following week against Carolina. I would hammer the over on receptions and receiving yards. And he had that giant drop in the beginning of the game, but he still went off. He had over 100 receiving yards. He had like 8 catches in the game. So that hit. I'm not saying hammer the Chris Godwin props this week, but what have we seen this whole week, Adam? Todd Bowles answered a question from a average to somewhat likable reporter who had asked him if he was surprised that Chris Godwin did not make a catch last game. That, for whatever reason, sparked a fire in the entire Godwin family for what went on. And then Dave Canales had an answer about it as well. I think Chris Godwin is going to get opportunities to get the football this week. They might even force the football to him. I would not be surprised if Chris Godwin has probably his best game of the season today.
Now, Matt, there's only one part of that I disagree with, and that was hammering the Chris Godwin bets.
Yeah.
Just go over on all of them. I think it's a slam dunk, because you look at week 6 this year, he had a season high of 12 targets. And for all the lack of production that he's had in recent weeks, the game he's been most targeted was against the Falcons. The success that he's had in his NFL career, most of it has come against the Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah.
So I look at this game and I just see Chris Godwin being able to ball out. And with so much attention, with A.J. Terrell directed towards Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, he might have a chance to go over 100 receiving yards. And I think the underdog pick this week was 5 receptions. I think that's easy. Hopefully Dave Canales sees it the same way. But when it comes to Chris Godwin, I look at how he's going to be involved. Is he going to be in the slot? Is he going to be on the outside? Yeah. Where are they going to be directing the targets when they throw it his way? I think that's going to be huge. But ultimately, I see Chris Godwin having a great game.
Long Lost Glazer says, all right, Matt, I'm taking Mostert out of my flex and putting Godwin in. I'm playing for the last playoff spot today. That is a lot of pressure. Praise be to God. You know what I'm going to do in just a little bit? I'm going to put in my prop bet of Chris Godwin. I'm leaning more towards the receiving yards, because last I saw it was like 48.5 or something like that. I'm leaning more towards the receiving yards than I am the completions. So I'm definitely going to do, I think I'll do 2 separate ones. I'll do receiving yards, Chris Godwin, and then I'll do a parlay of receptions and receiving yards for Chris Godwin. So I will be riding with all of the Bucs fans today on the back of Chris Godwin. Now, hopefully Chris is ready to go. I think he'll be ready to go. If he needed a little pick-me-up to get his head into the game, I really hope that he has a Celsius energy drink before this game gets going. And, of course, Celsius is the presenting sponsor of the Pewter Report podcast. Check out the Cosmic Vibe, one of their newest flavors, the Oasis Vibe, which I think I just saw Adam take a sip of. Is that you drinking the Oasis Vibe?
No, I actually got the orange today. That's also featured.
Oh, all right. My eyes are just terrible. Yeah, there you go. All right, cool. Orange, also a fantastic flavor. There's so many great flavors. The Arctic Vibe is my personal favorite. Adam rocking with the sparkling orange today. You can also get the sparkling watermelon, the sparkling wild berry, the strawberry acai, strawberry lemonade is great as well, peach mango, tropical vibe. So many great flavors to choose from. If you need to know where to find a Celsius energy drink, go to the Celsius store locator, punch in your address, and it'll tell you the closest geographical location where you could pick one up. It could be at your local Walmart, 7-Eleven, health and fitness store, or if you're lucky enough, it could be at your bodega.
Bodega.
And once you keep going to your bodega and you're like, I love this so much that I want to get it in bulk. You can get it in bulk, and I'd recommend picking up that variety pack because variety is the spice of life. You could have it sent to your place of residence whenever you want. Just go to Amazon, click on the subscribe and save, and you have it sent every week, month, quarterly, yearly, up to you. You're in charge. You're the captain now. Just make sure you're drinking Celsius energy drinks. Make Celsius your number one pick. Celsius, the official energy drink of PewterReport.com. We have go ahead.
You know what's caught my eye on the TV in the CBS pregame show? They're showing Jaden Daniels on there talking with all the guys.
I just turned it on. I had just turned it because I thought this game would have been on Fox initially, but the game's on CBS. That is so awesome. He won the Heisman last night, right? I was out.
Yep, and if you look at his hoodie, it looks like he has a little Heisman guy on there.
Oh, cool. Yeah,
could it be? Could he be a fit with the Bucs? Rashad White sounds like he wouldn't mind it at all. I know Scott had that article.
Yeah, former teammates with Jaden Daniels. I think it would be awesome. I don't think Jaden Daniels will be around when the Bucs are picking. I think he will already be off the board. We could save that conversation for another podcast or game day show, though, because we have another question about another quarterback. Mac with the $5 super chat. Thank you very much. Mac says, if the offense stalls in the first half, do they turn to Trask? I think this is a good question because last week, things were not going good for the Bucs offense. The rain was a big part of it. They had the one touchdown, and Josh Capo was on, and I'm talking with him, and I said, if Baker throws another turnover here, and this is like in the third quarter, and the Panthers is just taking the lead, if he throws a turnover here, do you go to Kyle Trask in the fourth quarter just to try to get a spark and get something going with this offense? And then Baker proceeded to throw the ball to Mike Evans, who then ran 75 yards for a touchdown, and that idea was never brought up again.
Yeah.
But, Adam, how would you answer this question?
So I don't see Kyle Trask playing today. I think with the game being such a high-stakes game for the Bucs still want to win this one, although some fans may not see it the same way. Their best shot of winning a football game at this current time, December 10th, 2023, is with Baker Mayfield. So for that reason, I don't see them playing Kyle Trask. Now, if they lose, and again, they're probably not going to make the playoffs, then the doors start to open for Kyle Trask. And I think what's exciting about Trask, and it may being Trask time, is the variable of the unknown. You don't know what you have in Kyle Trask. Yeah. Could he come in and a ball out and be like a Brock Purdy just coming out of nowhere? Or will they not know? And they go in the offseason, he doesn't start a game. At some point this season, I see him starting a game. I just don't know when.
Yeah, I agree with you. Baker gives the team the best possibility to win, just in general. And I don't think we can overlook the chemistry of this group. Baker went on vacation to the Bahamas or wherever it was with the offensive lineman before the season started. Mike Evans clearly loves playing with Baker Mayfield. Yeah. Baker throws in the ball 1,000 times. He's been average. I'm not going to say he's been great, but I'm also not going to say he's been terrible either. If they lose and they're out of the playoffs, Mike isn't going to want to play without having Baker a quarterback. A lot of the other guys aren't either. But it's kind of like screw your feelings. The organization has to figure out what's going on with Kyle Trask. Yeah. I don't think Todd Bowles will do this. I don't even think the Bucs will do this, where if they lose and they'll go to Kyle Trask. But I think what they will do and what they should do are two different things. What they will do is continue to go with Baker Mayfield. What they should do is go with Kyle Trask if they lose this game. Now, the question was, what do they do if they're struggling in the first half? It depends on how they're struggling. Is it Baker just having poor throws, turning the ball?
If he's throwing 3 interceptions in the first half, it's a different question. But if it's like the inaccuracy. I know last week he completed less than 50% of his passes. He still found a way to get the Bucs to win. And so for that reason, I think that's when they would continue to rock with Mayfield.
Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to Joel Regan for this $5 super chat who says, sitting at section 326 in enemy territory. Best believe I had a Celsius this morning for the 2-hour drive to the stadium. Go Bucs. Joel, thank you for the super chat. Hope you have an awesome time at the game today. Hopefully the Bucs can bring you a victory. Great that you're going to be in-house for it on the road.
Sitting amongst the Dirty Birds, too.
Great that you're still watching this show, even though you're getting ready for the game. Cannot thank you enough for your support. And yeah, a lot of Pewter Report in the house tonight or this afternoon as well. Bailey Adams is there. Josh Capo is there as well. So Pewter Report is very well represented in the dome today. I was going to say the Caesars Superdome, but that's New Orleans. What are they playing? They're also like the Mercedes. They're like the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Yeah, pretty crazy. All right, let's talk a little bit more about this offense. When the Bucs are on offense, Adam, what do you want to see from this unit today?
So I know we previously talked about Chris Godwin. Just what I want to see is them targeting him early, kind of the same thing we've said in recent weeks with Mike Evans, getting him involved. I think that's been established. Mike Evans, he's had a great season. But Chris Godwin, I think he really needs to start getting it going. And this game is really his best opportunity to do so. And extending off of that, I also want to see the run game continuing to click. Over the past 2 weeks, Rachaad White, he's had 35 carries for 184 yards, over 5 yards a carry. He's done a lot on the offense this season. He has over 1,000 scrimmage yards. And so just involving him in a balance between the run and the pass. The offensive line this week, they've mentioned just how valuable Rachaad White is and like some of his abilities. Tristan Wirfs, he said he's kind of taken off. And Luke Edeke added that he's a phenomenal running back. So just using him in ways that allow him to be that phenomenal running back, I think will be key. And then lastly, one point I had was Baker Mayfield. And this game for Baker Mayfield, it could be the start of what is the final 5 games he has as a Tampa Bay Buccaneer. And over the past 3 games, he's kind of had some struggles. He's thrown interceptions in 4 straight games. So for Baker Mayfield, kind of just want to see him stepping up and being that leader and controlling the offense, being efficient and not committing many turnovers. He's going up against Jesse Bates, who has 5 interceptions this season. He can't throw one his way. And so for Baker, I just want to see him involving Chris, involving Mike, and being efficient.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought up that point about Baker, because what we were talking about earlier and on Thursday's podcast about who needs to step up, you could say Chris Godwin, you could say Rachaad White. I think it's Baker that needs to step up. Like, how many games this season when the Bucs have won have we said, like, oh, Baker is the main reason why this team won? He's had his moments. He's scrambled for a first down. He made a big throw. But week in and week out, we're not saying, like, oh, like Baker, turned the defense up on their heads and just
he
like
threw
went
350 yards, 4 touchdowns.
Yeah. Exactly. We just haven't seen that from Baker. And again, that's why he's a $4 million quarterback on a 1-year contract on trying to salvage his career. But this, for him, I think should be a game where maybe he takes control and he takes over the game. So I think he absolutely needs to step up. And Chris Godwin, we've already talked about. I think that's kind of like a given at this point. But I agree with you with Rachaad White as well, because I don't think it's just not going to happen this season where the Bucs get the big-time production from Trey Palmer that they've been asking for, from Cade Otton, who shows up in glimpses here and there.
Yeah.
And if you're not going to get it from those guys, Devin Tompkins, an end around here and there, you got to have your best players show up. And Rachaad White, up until the Indy game 2 weeks ago, it was, hey, he's killing it in the receiving game. Get the ball in his hands out in space, and he can do all of these amazing, incredible things.
Yeah.
The last 2 weeks has had a very little impact in the passing game, but the running game has finally come together. Had 100 yards against the Colts. 84, which isn't fantastic, but 84
You'll take
against the
it.
Panthers last week and closed the game out on that 30-yard run. I would love to see, and I know he's the next Alvin Kamara and all that fun stuff. I would love to see Rachaad White have a complete game where he has his fingerprints on the receiving game, makes a big impact there, and then also is able to ground and pound it and take control in the running game as well. That would be the hope for Rachaad White. I think if the Bucs get that going, then they can. Nothing comes easy for the Bucs, but as easily as they could win a game would be with Rachaad White. If you want your home buying to be as easy as possible, if you want a complete Rachaad White game when it comes to home buying, best people to go with is Eric Gross and the Eric Gross Group. Eric's been on the show before. He loves his football and he loves his Buccaneers football. When you're buying a home, it is one of the most important things you will do in your life. Everyone's trying to buy a home. So if you're going through the process and you're going to have to go through it anyway, why not work with someone that cares, that you can get along with, and that you can talk football with? Eric is very family oriented. His wife works in the group as well. They have a young child, and obviously a lot of people that are buying homes have children or are aspiring to have children and buy this home for them, so they can kind of relate to you on that level as well. He's the best in the game. He can help you buy a home. He can help you sell a home if you're leaving Florida as well. He does all of his due diligence. So much hard work that goes into it. So check out the Eric Gross Group. Give him a call at 513-907-4271 or check him out at www.housesinfla.com. I'll run through those one more time. Their number is 513-907-4271, and their website is www.housesinfla.com. Eric Gross Group, the official realty group of PewterReport.com. Let's move on over to the defensive side of things. When the Bucs are on defense, I feel like, Adam, it is kind of becoming a broken record when it comes to the Bucs defense. I want them to generate a pass rush with just the guys up front, but that becomes, I think, probably 10 times more difficult when Vita Vea is not participating. So, yeah, you would love to say, oh, Kalijah Cansey is just going to absolutely step up. I hope Yaya Diaby, excuse me, I hope Yaya Diaby, he is the newcomer to this. He has 5 sacks on the season. That ties all rookies with sacks this year. That includes Will Anderson, guys like that. I don't think it's out of jurisdiction that Yaya Diaby can have a.
That's pretty good.
Thank you. Can have a baller game, but outside of that, I don't know. I don't have faith in the Bucs pass rush to get home. I think it's a wild card with Servassier Dennis because he's only played in one game. Now, he is a very good blitzer. He did a lot of that at Pittsburgh. Maybe Todd Bowles plays to his strengths, but I mean, the name of the game is stopping the run. Can they get a pass rush going? I don't necessarily know, but having Lavonte David at least makes you think they can stop the run a little bit more. How do you see it?
Yeah, I think with Lavonte David, it's huge. While they don't have Vita Vea, LVD, he kind of stabilizes the Bucs defense up the middle, and he'll be key in trying to contain Bijan Robinson. When you mentioned Rachaad White not being that complete player just yet or having that complete game rushing and receiving, Bijan Robinson is that guy. He is a receiver. He's a running back. He can do it all. So for Lavonte David being able to keep up with him, I think will be huge. But again, when you point to when the Bucs are on defense today, Shaq Barrett, the guy on the graphic, I think he needs to have a huge game because Caleb McGarry's out and they're going up against a backup right tackle. So for Shaq Barrett, he's done really good this season, pressuring the quarterback, but again, finishing, I think will be critical in getting sacks and maybe getting the ball out of Desmond Ritter's hands. And when you look at the Bucs defense in this one, I think you have to ask yourself, what will Antoine Winfield Jr. do next? What more can Antoine Winfield Jr. do? Will he be able to knock the ball out of Desmond Ritter's hand? Will he get an interception? He started to be better getting takeaways, getting sacks. Maybe some of that pass rush will be because of Antoine Winfield. But for Kalijah Kancey, when you going back to him, he's going up against some pretty good Atlanta Falcons interior offensive linemen. So without Vita Vea, he's really going to need to step up. Casey Rogers this week, he said he has oodles. I like that word. Oodles of ability.
Eagles.
He just has to show it, and he just has to go out there and prove that he is a first-round pick that can contribute without Vita Vea. The future of the defensive line is Vea, Kancey, and probably Yaya Diaby. But without Vea, it's really going to take those two guys getting to the quarterback.
All very, very good analysis there, Adam. Let's move on over to some of the matchups that we'll see today. We'll start with the Bucs offense. First up, we got your boy Luke Gedeke against Calais Campbell. Adam, who do you have in this matchup?
Now, I want to lean Gedeke, but fair analysis, I'm going to go with a push in this one. Calais Campbell, he's a veteran, has 102 career sacks, and this season he's still shown an ability to stuff the run and pose a problem. He's 6'8", so he's tall, he's big, he shows a lot of power, and he still has it. But I think Gedeke will hold his own. It's going to be a push for me.
By the way, I officially put in my Chris Godwin bet, so let's ride with Chris Godwin. I also took Bijan Robinson on the rushing yards, so shout out to that. Yeah, I'm going to go with the push as well. I think Gedeke has been great this year. Calais Campbell is older in age, no doubt about it, but still a very functional defensive lineman. So I'm going to go with a push in this one. Next up, Bucs interior offensive line versus the Falcons backup defensive tackles. I'm actually going to go with the Bucs interior offensive line. I think Robert Hainsey has been better in recent weeks. I love the progression that we've seen from Cody Mauch along the way, and Aaron Stinney has been has been an improvement from Matt Filer being in the game. Yeah. So I think these guys are all trending in the right direction, and you see it with Rachaad White getting 100 rushing yards and sealing the game last week with a run up the middle with Rachaad getting 30 yards, and that closed it out. And you're talking about the backup defensive tackles as well, not even the main starters. So I'm going to take the Bucs interior offensive line in that matchup.
Yeah, I would as well. If you're Aaron Stinney, Robert Hainsey, and Cody Mauch, you kind of have to wipe your head and say, phew. You don't have to go up against David Onyemata and Grady Jarrett. You have to go up against Taquan Graham and Katavius Street, who, again, they're backup defensive linemen who haven't really made much of an impact this year for the Falcons. So for the interior offensive line, when you look at a guy like Cody Mauch, he's been progressing, going up against Eric Armstead and DeForest Buckner. Thankfully for him and the others, he doesn't have to go up against one of those guys this week. And so I think with that being said, the interior offensive line is going to get some positive momentum.
Yeah, it's almost like going up against so many great defensive tackles has like really toughened them up for these type of matchups.
Yeah,
that will benefit them much, much more. Next up, Baker Mayfield facing Jesse Bates. With all due respect to Baker, we're talking about a guy that probably, if Antoine Winfield Jr. doesn't get it, damn it, probably will be this guy, Jesse Bates. I mean, was he have 5 interceptions on the season, and the Falcons have 7 as a team. So I don't even know that math, but it's like 85% of the interceptions that the team has gotten. He's unreal as a safety. He's a big time player. You have to account for everywhere that he is when you're on offense and the Falcons are on defense. So, I mean, this is a gigantic gap. It has to be Jesse Bates.
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head. When you look at free safeties in the NFL, you have Antoine Winfield Jr., you have Javon Howard from the Dolphins, and then you have Jesse Bates, are probably the 3 top safeties. And getting 2 of them in the same game, when you again watch the best players, it's going to be an exciting matchup. But Jesse Bates, he's just too good to go against him in this matchup.
Rashad White versus inside linebacker Caden Ellis. I'm going to ride with Rashad White. He's putting it together week in and week out in different ways. As we talked about 2 weeks ago, he was big time with the passing game. Then as of late, he's brought it together with the running game. I'm going to take Rashad White. I think we're in for a type of afternoon where he could have that complete game that many people are looking for. So I'll take Rashad White.
Yeah. Again, you won't find much disagreement from me on this one. It's closer than the last matchup. Caden Ellis, he's 6'3", 238, and he's shown an ability to stuff the run. But when you go back to the last point of the Bucs interior offensive line, they're going to open up some holes for Rashad White. And I definitely see Rashad White being able to benefit from that and contribute not only in the run game, but also the receiving game as well.
Last up, Mike Evans versus Falcons cornerback A.J. Terrell. Terrell's a very talented cornerback in his own right, but as I'll say and continue to say each week, it's Mike Evans, dog. He's the best. It's impossible to go against Mike Evans.
Yeah, and I think one other thing to consider is A.J. Terrell this week also cleared concussion protocol. So the question becomes, how much will he play? And just coming back from that, how effective will he be? In the last matchup, Mike Evans, he won it. He had 6 catches on 8 targets for 82 yards and a touchdown. And definitely could see that kind of line from him again in this one. So you can't go against Mike Evans. He's been one of the best receivers in the NFL this year, and for good reason.
Yeah, you never go against the family, as they said in The Godfather. By the way, these matchups are brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Use the promo code Pewter, that's PEWTER, to get a first deposit bonus. When you use Underdog Fantasy, you got to pick at least 2 players in the pick'em, one from each team. So, for example, if you want to do the Bucs Falcons game today, you pick one guy from the Bucs. Maybe it's Mike Evans. One guy from the Falcons. Maybe it's Bijan Robinson. And you're just betting on various stats. It could be higher or lower on receiving yards or rushing yards, whatever it is. You can win up to 20 times your money when you use Underdog Fantasy. It's so much fun to use. They have more than just football as well. Various different sports. So many fun things to use. So when you sign up, use that promo code Pewter, PEWTER, and get a first deposit bonus. I'm losing my voice over here with Underdog Fantasy. Let's go over to the defensive matchups, if I can find them. Adam, who do you like in this first matchup?
Yeah, so for the first one, I actually went with the Bucs safeties. Crazy thought, because I know everyone points to Kyle Pitts having that 39-yard reception at the end of the game on a blunder of Ryan Neal. But you take out that play, Kyle Pitts had 2 catches for 8 yards on that during the Bucs Falcons first matchup. And while fans may be frustrated with Chris Godwin's usage, how the Falcons use Kyle Pitts honestly has to be more frustrating, because he drafted this tight end in the top 5 just 2 years ago, and he's not a good run blocker, and they're not using him in the receiving game. So the Bucs safeties, that includes a guy named Antoine Winfield. So I'm gonna go with that one.
Yeah, there's a running joke that Kyle Pitts is the greatest decoy in the league, and it kind of a flattering saying, but obviously you want to be involved much more. As you said, because it says safeties, that includes the great Antoine Winfield Jr., the GOAT at safeties. So there's not too many matchups where I'm going to pick someone other than Antoine Winfield Jr., even if it's a group. So you take the greatest decoy and a safety that gets it done every single week. I'm taking the Bucs safeties. However, in this next matchup between the Bucs inside linebackers versus Bijan Robinson, I know that Levante David is coming back, and that is super important, and it will make the Bucs a better team for it. I am still choosing Bijan Robinson because you have to factor in, I know it's linebackers, but you have to factor in that Vita Vea isn't playing. So there's more stuff that you're going to have to deal with as an inside linebacker. And that also includes Savasi Dennis. What are you going to get from that rookie? It is rookie on rookie with Savasi Dennis and Bijan Robinson. He's just such an exciting player to watch. I love watching Bijan Robinson. Maybe, I don't know if he's my favorite rookie, but yeah, you know what? I'll say Kalijah Kancey's my favorite rookie. But just a true treat to watch as a running back in this league. So I'm going to take Bijan Robinson.
Definitely. I'm going to lean Bijan Robinson as well. And it's funny when you mentioned Kalijah Kancey and Bijan Robinson. Between both of these guys, like, they're really exciting rookies, and fans will get to see them for years to come.
Yeah.
Maybe much to their dismay, because Bijan Robinson, he could run all over the Bucs for the next half a decade. But in this one, definitely going to go with Bijan Robinson, even though the Bucs are getting back Levante David.
The third matchup is outside linebacker Shaq Barrett versus right tackle Storm Norton, which is
that's a cool name.
Yeah, I was going to say a funny name, but yeah, you could say it's a cool name as well. I'm going to go with the push in this one. I love Shaq Barrett. I love what he means to this community, and super important to this franchise, just what he's done already. But we have to look at it for this season and this game, and Shaq is very sporadic. Mm-hmm. He's made some plays this year. He had that forced fumble against Desmond Ridder in the last game. But they need more from Shaq, if we're being realistic. And because of that, I feel like each week, each big game, we say, oh, Shaq Barrett, when's Shaq going to show up? I hope he shows up. I don't know if he will, though. And because of that, I'm going to take a push.
Ooh, interesting. What I come up with the question when you are facing a guy named Storm, will Shaq Barrett be able to handle the storm? Will he be able to weather the storm? That's even better. But I'm going to give the edge to Barrett in this one. Although he's been sporadic, there are games where he gets sacks in bunches or pressures in abundance. In this one, I definitely see him being able to do so. Without Vita Vea, they need that guy to step up. And Barrett, he honestly has to start putting some good film on tape if he wants to stay with the Bucs next season, because he might be a cap casualty. So Barrett, he needs to win this matchup, and I see him being able to do so.
It's sad, but it's true. Moving on, Carlton Davis against Drake London. I personally feel that Carlton Davis is rounding into form. Now, maybe it's because he's feeling better and he's feeling healthier. Maybe just because he has an attitude of F you, I'm better than you. Not that he says that to the media and things like that. He's actually a very nice person, very fun to talk to. But when he's on the field, you see it. He talks a lot of, as Deion Sanders likes to say, bull junk to the other team. I think Carlton's rounding into form, and he loves these matchups. He loves these one-on-one matchups against Drake London's not the biggest name in the NFL, but I think a notable name is fair to say. So I'll take Carlton Davis.
Yeah, and at some point on the Game Day Show today, I want to see you manifest another Carlton Davis interception. That might happen. You never know.
That was wild.
Yeah, that was. For this one, I have a push. Drake London, he's a solid wide receiver. Carlton Davis has shown a propensity for giving up a big game. Drake London, he will be targeted a lot because the Falcons don't use Kyle Pitts. They don't really have another wide receiver. So I see it kind of being a give and take, and I'll give that a push.
Very fair. Very fair assessment. Last but certainly not least, defensive tackle Kalijah Kancey facing left guard Matthew Bergeron. Adam, who do you got in this matchup?
Now, earlier this morning, before Vita Vea was ruled out, I would have gave a major advantage to Kalijah Kancey. Now with Vea being out, I give a slight advantage to the rookie defensive tackle going up against a rookie left guard. Bergeron, he's been improved this year. And Kancey really didn't do much in their first matchup because he was still coming back. It was only a second real start this season. But Kalijah Kancey, again, he won NFC Defensive Rookie of the Month because he's been able to hit the quarterback, get tackles for loss, make big plays. At some point this game, I see him being able to do that.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of the progression that Kalijah Cansey has had in recent weeks. I think Cansey he's going to take the pressure that is on him because Vita Vea is not playing. And I see some people in the chat asking about Vita Vea. He is officially ruled out for the game. He is not playing today, unfortunately. But I think Kalijah Cansey is going to take that pressure and use it as a positive. And he's going to try to make up for Vita not being in the lineup. I mean, he's already dealt with the pressure. Can you imagine the amount of stress that you could have when you're a rookie first round pick and you get injured in training camp and you can't play in the preseason when everybody wants to see you. Yep. And then you're like, yes, I'm finally back. And then you get injured after 11 snaps and you have to wait a whole month. I would be so impatient. There's no way I could. No way I would be able to just function as a human being.
And even that pressure and that doubt, because you have to go out there, you have to ball out, you have to prove you're a first round pick, you're not a bust, and people are going to look at you right away. So all that, it's a lot to handle.
No question about it. So that's why he's already dealt with a different type of pressure than just, our best player isn't playing, I have to step up. But because of that, because of what he's already been through, this is a piece of pie for Kalijah Cansey. This I guess piece of cake is the right word. This is a piece of cake for Kalijah Cansey. So I think he is going to have a big time game today. Which would that help the Bucs with this spread of +1.5? They are 1.5 point underdogs against the Atlanta Falcons today. We're about 6 minutes until kickoff, so there's still time if you want to. You can place a bet over at mybookie.ag, the best spot to go and place bets, parlays, all of that fun stuff. If you found a $100 bill on the ground, you wouldn't walk past it. Just don't pass up a chance at easy cash with mybookie.ag. MyBookie has the biggest online selection of odds and contests to fill all your sports betting needs anytime, anywhere. So you can turn that sports knowledge into cash in your wallet. Bet on the NFL, college bowl games, or play for a share of big cash prizes in the weekly blackjack tournaments. You've been waiting for the right time to get in on the action. That time is now. Make your winning move today. Sign up at MyBookie using the promo code Pewter, that's PEWTER, claim your deposit match redeemable up to $1,000. So that's just $1,000 chilling in your MyBookie bank account. Just free money in there with the promo code Pewter. Even if you, and I'm talking to you, learn Plant City math, you know that is a heck of a deal. $1,000 cash in your MyBookie bank account. One more time, that promo code is Pewter, PEWTER, to claim your first deposit bonus. Experience the thrill of sports betting right from the comfort of your own home. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with mybookie.ag. Check out their online casino as well. They got blackjack, craps, roulette, all of that fun stuff at the casino. And like they said, you don't even need to move. Do it right on your couch. So shout out to mybookie.ag. Let's get to some of the predictions, shall we, for today's game. Probably the most mixed bag of predicting the Bucs to win and lose that we've seen in quite a while.
Yeah.
I feel like most weeks we're around similar, but I like that we're all over the place in this one. Scott Reynolds has the Bucs losing 23-20. Adam, you have them winning 24-17. I have them losing 27-21. Josh Capo has the Bucs winning 19-17 in a low-scoring affair. By the way, the over in this game is 41.5. I took the over.
Oh, okay.
And Bailey Adams has the Bucs losing 24-20. Now, Adam, I know you mentioned a little bit earlier on the show today, but what's your confidence in the Bucs winning?
Yeah, my confidence is fairly high on this one. I think when you look at the variables of Chris Godwin being more involved, hopefully, you would assume, Mike Evans, Rashad White being able to go up against backup Falcons defensive linemen, the offense should be able to get going. And when you look at the Falcons, it's really just Bijan Robinson. Desmond Ridder is not that guy. The past 2 games, he struggled.
Yeah.
Don't see them putting a lot of points on the board. So again, the Bucs really just need to not beat themselves. They need to be able to put, if they put over 20 points up, I think they win this one. And I don't really see the Falcons getting there.
I like this comment from Watt, who says it will be another game of us missing out on opportunities.
Yeah, that's been the case at times.
Niner gang, thanks for watching. It sounds like you're a 49ers fan, but thank you for watching. Says it's bird hunting season. I really don't know why you'd have any interest in, if you're a Niners fan, in watching this game. Nothing the Falcons or the Bucs do will affect the 49ers, but appreciate you nonetheless.
Yeah, for sure.
Wayne says Bucs lose in ugly blowout. Damn.
Ooh, that'd be demoralizing.
Angle says this season has been Bucs beating the Bucs all year.
I like the comment from Richard. Yeah.
Yeah. First to 18 points wins bowl. Yeah.
It's almost like the Steelers Patriots game on Thursday.
Yeah, that game ended up being good.
Yeah. Surprisingly.
Somewhat. I didn't watch too much of it, so that's why. Yeah, I mean, my reason, and kind of has been said in the comments, I just think the Bucs are going to get in their own way. They do this too many times. Todd Bowles gets too ignorant. He takes too long to either make adjustments or play certain players and push the right buttons. Why will it change for the biggest game of the season? Why? I don't necessarily think so.
That's fair. It could go either way. I either see the Bucs doing really well or just not coming together.
Yeah. Angle says nothing wrong with enjoying football, brother. Yeah, that's true. I mean, football is great at all levels. Shout out to Berkeley Prep. I think Jason Light's son is on the team. He was tweeting about it, but they're like the Florida State champions. They beat a team in Miami on yesterday. And yeah, shout out Berkeley Prep, high school football.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to.
It's already that time.
You want to start? You want to stay on for the first quarter?
Yeah, why not?
All right,
have some fun.
Cool. Adam's going to join us for the first quarter. So we're going to do that fun little thing where we play the intro again. What up? What up? It's Pewter GameDay Show. I'm not going to act like everyone hasn't been here for the last hour as we watch the show. It's myself, Matt Matera, and my co-host and colleague from PewterReport.com, Adam Slavon. Adam, how are you doing? What's going on?
Man. Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah. We do have to sync up our TVs, though. What do you see on the screen, on your screen?
Right now, just ended the Little Caesars commercial on the next one. Don't see any game day action just yet.
Okay. Yeah, mine is just going to like the NFL logo and stuff like that. Tell me when you see the NFL logo. Okay. Also, I hope everyone in Citrus County will be okay. Apparently, there's a tornado watch going on that's very serious. I hope everyone's okay. But they're showing like the little warning thing at the bottom of the screen, and I can already tell this is going to aggravate the hell out of me for the rest of the game.
Yeah. Okay, I see the NFL logo.
All righty. I just hit play. So we'll be close to synced up.
Yeah. But I always feel like you have the faster stream, though.
Yeah, I don't know why, but yeah, for whatever reason, that's kind of been the case for me. Oh, so I can put up the
little ticker.
Yep. Yeah. First quarter. Bucs 0. Falcons 0. Cool. Alrighty. All right, Bucs are going to get the ball first.
Oh, wow. I actually didn't realize Drew Dahlman is not playing. It's Ryan Newsel.
Yeah.
So the Falcons really missing some depth in the trenches.
That they are. By the way, shout out again to Bailey Adams and Josh Capo, who are live in the ATL for this game as Young Wei Koo kicks off. And we get it rolling.
Yeah.
Ooh, and I can put on Red Zone on my other TV.
Hopefully there's no fire alarms there this time. Did you see that when that happened?
No, what happened?
Like Scott Hansen had to like evacuate the studio.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But here we go. Rocking the white today.
Snow White, all white, since it is December. 1st and 10, Baker in shot. I feel like most games Baker started in shotgun. They run it with Rachaad White, who gets a good push right up that interior offensive line, which is again what we talked about during the matchups today. As Richard Taroka says, in Greg Gaines, we trust. Let's wait until they're on defense, and then we'll get that going. And this is the 100th career game for Chris Godwin.
Oh, wow. Praise be to Godwin.
Which, spoilers, I think he makes a catch here. Yep, Godwin over the middle, makes the catch, first down.
Right up the middle.
Praise be to Godwin. Look, he's back, folks. He got a reception.
Yeah. He's been utilized.
Yeah. More than usual. I'm sure
more receptions than last game.
Yeah. And I'm sure the announcer right now is like, "Oh, Chris Godwin's wife Mariah had some posts on
things to
social
say."
media. Yeah. Another run with Rachaad gets about 2 or 3 yards.
Jesse Bates is in the middle of it. He's in the middle of everything for the Falcons defense.
Kentavious Street.
We're showing Clark Phillips and D. Alfred as starting corners as well.
Excuse me. Devin Tompkins goes in motion. You got Godwin and Evans out to the right. Bit of a high snap from Robert Hainsey. They fake the play action. Baker finds Cade Otton over the middle for a very short gain. Good pass blocking by the offensive line. Baker had all day to throw. Apparently, Mike and Chris could not get open.
Yeah, I thought Devin Tompkins, after he started moving, he had a head start. He just couldn't get open there.
He as well, yeah.
So 3rd and 2.
Evans lines up to the left. You got a bunch formation on the right side with Godwin and Trey Palmer. Godwin lines up behind the center. Oh, come on. Godwin has to be
David
open.
Moore.
Yeah, David Moore, the practice squad elevation, the veteran who was brought here because he knows this offense.
First catch of the season for him, I believe.
Yeah, good for him. And he comes up with a big-ass smile. Good for him. Happy to be there. Yeah, who knows? Maybe David Moore could take over as your wide receiver 3.
Yeah, he did it in Seattle for Dave Canales. I like what he did, though. Kind of acted like a blocker and then released, and he was open.
Yeah, because that linebacker followed Chris Godwin. So you essentially had 2 defenders on Chris Godwin, which left David Moore wide open.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought Rachaad White was going to break through.
It looked like it.
Yeah. I believe that was Ellis. Yeah, Ellis with the tackle. All right, that's 1 for Caden Ellis in the matchup of Rachaad White versus Caden Ellis.
That's right. Your Jets are playing right now too.
No one cares. Jets suck.
Trey. Ooh, looked like he dropped it. Robert Hainsey picked up that ball like he was Tristan Wirfs or something.
Yeah, I think they're saying.
Was it caught?
Are they saying that he caught it and he was down? Huh.
Because it looked like he had possession. Then the ball just was knocked out after.
Yeah.
Yeah, they ruled a catch.
That's a good break for the Bucs. It's probably like one of those things that for the Falcons, you're not even going to challenge. Timeout! Yeah. You have all three. You never use them. Wow, Baker Mayfield's going to run.
Oh, he scrambles.
Oh, go for it. Don't be a freaking coward, Todd Bowles. Yeah, see,
Baker kept that play alive.
He did.
Timeout, Todd.
They should have called the timeout. They should have called the timeout. That was, again, like, why aren't you calling a timeout there?
Yeah.
They clearly rushed the play. No one was ready.
Chase Money McLaughlin with a 55-yarder. Up.
McLaughlin, the kick is up, and it is good. The Bucs score on their opening drive.
55-yarder. Got to keep him. Money McLaughlin lives on. $20 of 22 on the season.
All right, let me change that. All right, good for the Bucs. Field goal in the first drive. Again, stupid. That's why I say silly mistakes all the time, because it's not like
missed
just
opportunities.
A penalty. They should have called the timeout right there. What do you guys think?
Also see some people saying the Bucs should have gone for it.
Yeah,
that would have been interesting too.
Miguel says, still no opening drive touchdown this season. Yeah, the Bucs are one of, I think, 7 teams, because the Patriots were one of them, but then they broke that skid when they played, of teams that don't have a touchdown on their opening drive. Bucs, it's the Bucs. I can guarantee you the Jets are on that list, and a couple of other teams that have not scored a touchdown on their opening drive.
I don't want to add insult to injury for you, Matt, but Joe Flacco's 4 for 4 for 66 yards and a touchdown.
No, just a bad job by the GM.
Yeah.
Which it's so shocking, too, because a year ago, everyone was like, wow, great job by the Jets. Like, they drafted Garrett Wilson and Jermaine Johnson and Breece Hall. Like, what a great draft class. And this year, it's like, they drafted another pass rusher in the first round when they needed weapons to help Aaron Rodgers. They had no answers after Aaron Rodgers. And you see Josh Dobbs go to the Vikings and blah, blah, blah. By the way, since we're at commercial break, I cannot believe that Derek Carr is playing for the Saints. Like, this guy gets brutalized week in and week out, and yet he's still able to play. And he's robbing us of Jameis Winston, and that is a travesty.
It is. Yeah, and it almost sounds like Michael Thomas prefers Jameis Winston when he's in, because he's posting about him on X, and it's like Derek Carr, he doesn't get love, and it could be Jameis time.
Needs to be.
I like this comment from Brian. Got to save the timeouts for next season.
Al Bundy says that's Baker's fault. Yeah, it is definitely for sure part of Baker's fault. But, you're the head coach. And I know Todd Bowles is a defensive guy, but you know what? Your defense hasn't played yet because it's the first damn drive of the game. Step in and call a timeout. You're allowed to do it.
Yeah. All right, Falcons offense on the field now.
Oh, Zach Wilson letting it sling.
KJ Britt on the field.
Gene Villarreal says spineless coaching by Bulls. All right, Bijan Robinson. Right, he wears number 7.
Ryan Neal with a nice tackle there.
Yeah, a little
Don't get to
screen.
say that much, so.
Not too much. Only about like 2 yards, I would say. 2 or 3 yards.
Yeah.
Ah, Trevor Lawrence is playing too. Damn. Good for him.
Yeah.
2nd and 6 for ATL.
Bucs
Bijan again.
Got there in a hurry, but.
So, it's clear that Bijan Robinson's going to kill the Bucs today.
Yeah.
Ready, same D says, afternoon, everyone. Hello, ready?
And Logan Hall, and I couldn't tell who the other one was. They got to him right away, but Bijan just too quick.
Yeah, so we're seeing KJ over Servassier.
Yeah.
Interessant. Angelina S. says, be nice to hear Shaq making some plays today. He's been kind of quiet. I agree with you, Angelina. I feel like the last game against Atlanta was probably the last time that Shaq, made a big play. Desmond Ritter. Oh, and Greg Gaines, we trust. I forgot who said that. But
that's why they showed him on the pregame.
And Greg Gaines, we trust.
Showing off his gains, taking down the quarterback.
That's a sack for Greg Gaines. Angle says, LOL, how about that? Greg Gaines actually did make a play.
3rd and 8.
And the Bucs get off the field. Ritter looking. Ooh, he hits Drake London, who beat Carlton Davis. Another matchup that we talked about today.
Yep.
Drake, you sound like you're from London. You definitely do not know what movie I'm talking about.
I do not.
If you guys know in the chat, feel free to put it in. When the guy goes, you sound like you're from London. Yeah, it's tough for the Bucs. Couldn't get off the field.
Yeah, definitely needed to.
Tyler Algier now in at running back. It's about 4 yards. Second and 7.
Bijan in motion. Hand it to Algier. And KJ Britt is fired up making that tackle.
I like this question from What, who says, who's your favorite backup on the defense? I'm going to say Zion McCollum.
Is he considered a backup, though? Because I feel like he's almost playing every game.
Yeah, he's technically a backup.
I would say Zion. I like KJ Britt, too, just for his energy. I think that can't be understated. Third and 5.
Oh, Ritter's going to run.
Carlton Davis misses a tackle.
I had Ritter lower than 13.5 rushing yards, too, but he didn't get 13 there. So.
Got half of it, though.
Damn. Bucs finally have everyone covered. Can't get to him.
Yeah.
Kalijah Kancey has a nice swim move. He got double teamed on that play. Cordell Patterson
gets nothing. Looks like Winfield and Britt were first there.
Yeah.
That's interesting, though, like KJ Britt. I wonder what that means for Servassier.
Yeah.
And KJ Britt, his back injury. It looks like he's recovered.
Yeah, I mean, he missed like essentially the whole game. Oh,
Yeah.
don't run, damn it, he's gonna run. Well, that underdog fantasy is not going to hit. We'll see. You never know. All right, 3rd and 3.
Two long drives to start the game.
Yeah, I was thinking
Going
like
that fast.
this quarter has gone by very quickly.
Yeah.
You know why? Like there really hasn't been too many incompletions or clearly no timeouts.
Clock's just been ticking. Quick pass.
Oh, I think London was
That was
short.
a good tackle. I think Zion McCollum stopped him.
Yeah, if you're the Falcons, though, you got to go for it.
Or do they tie it up?
Go for it. If it was the playoffs, would you go for it?
Yeah, you would. And man, this is a playoff game. Todd Bowles said every game from now on, it's a playoff game.
Like it's an inch. Just QB sneak it.
Yeah, Bijan Robinson, do something.
Yeah. QB sneak it with Bijan Robinson. Go Wildcat.
Yeah. Arthur Smith and that mustache. Man must be stopped.
It's quite comical. Why are you going shotgun? This is so dumb. But they
get it though. Kyle Pitts.
The best decoy.
So the Bucs didn't go for it on 4th and 2, their first drive.
Yeah,
the Falcons go for it 4th and 1.
Great observation.
When both coaches are playing for their jobs here.
Yeah.
In actuality. So one's aggressive and one's timeout Todd.
Timeout Todd. Bijan gets his first run of the game.
It's a 7-minute drive.
Tick, 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 tick.
2nd and goal from the 5.
Little handoff to Bijan. He's gonna. Wow, great hustle by KJ Britt. I thought Bijan was gonna walk into the end zone. Bijan like slowed down a ton. I think maybe because the offensive lineman was in front of him, but that was odd.
Yeah,
maybe Bijan has money on the game.
That closing speed by KJ Britt. He looks like Ray Lewis with the 52.
Yeah, I think Bijan was waiting for the lineman. But I also think if he just speeds it up, he probably outruns the first defender as well.
Yeah.
Whatever. I mean, he's a better athlete than I am, so.
The Bucs caught a break there with
They
Bijan
did.
Robinson. Missing that reception. So instead, 4th and goal. And probably the best kicker in the NFL, Younghoe Koo.
Yeah, that'll help my fantasy team.
Somebody's holding up a Younghoe Koo sign in the crowd. That's the one player you get. So, Matt, what are your thoughts so far on the Bucs defense bending and not breaking?
I kind of thought the Bucs defense was awful, to be quite honest with you. Desmond Ridder went 7 for 8. Guys were very open, no pass rush. And Ridder was able to escape when he wanted to. I think the Falcons ran the ball very well. And they got lucky on a poor throw on 3rd down, where Bijan Robinson, if he makes that catch, is wide open and walks in.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I thought the defense was awful.
Agreed. Good assessment.
Thank you. And this isn't the game where I'm trying to find like a silver lining or anything really.
No. Can't sugarcoat anything today. When it's all on the line.
Yeah. This is survive in advance.
Yeah.
And let's remember that last game when they played the Falcons, they moved the ball up and down the field against the Bucs, and then Desmond Ritter fumbled it a million times, and there was the bad snap as well. So Desmond Ritter is the only guy that has stopped the Falcons' offense against the Bucs.
And even in that first matchup in Week 7, Desmond Ritter, he was 20 of 25 passing. Like, he's not an efficient quarterback, and he was kind of picking apart the Bucs defense. If it wasn't for the fumbles, the Falcons would have scored 30.
The Saints just obliterated Bryce Young.
Ooh.
And they intercepted they hit him, and the ball literally just popped up in the air like a foot away from where Bryce Young was, and it was intercepted.
That decision to go with Bryce Young over CJ Stroud is going to cost a lot of people their jobs, except the owner.
And no pick this year. That's rough.
Brutal. All right.
Another touchback. Don't want to kick it away to 10th in the kick returner Pro Bowl voting, Devin Tompkins.
Yeah. Scores a touchdown. He moves up to top 3.
Yeah. One of only 3 Buccaneers to be anywhere in the Pro Bowl voting.
Shout out Devin Tompkins.
Oh, we got a super chat from Paul, a.k.a. Florida Dreamhouse. Thanks for the $2 super chat. It says, super chat, shout out to Ritter for not throwing a touchdown. Thank you for the super chat. Yeah, quite funny.
Yeah. Ooh, AJ Terrell won that first down.
Yeah.
Another matchup.
Yeah, Ritter's the only guy that's been... He's the only guy that the Bucs have been able to stop. And it's not even their doing. It's just him not playing well.
Yeah.
Second and 10.
Rashad.
Bucs run it.
Nothing. Very quickly, a 3rd and 8.
In the world's quickest first half.
On pace to be.
Yeah, games always have a way of, evening themselves out. Baker has time, throws over the middle. Incomplete. Was looking for CG14. That'll be a 3 and out for the Bucs.
I mean, just didn't execute on the drive. Had the target to Evans, target to Godwin, Rashad White. I mean, those are the 3 guys you want to involve in the offense. Just couldn't
And
get
that
it.
looked like a mistake there, too, because Evans and Godwin were in the exact same spot.
Yeah. I know Josh Capo's ecstatic right now. He's like, oh, man, I get to see Jake Camarda live.
True. His first opportunity to see him.
Yeah. He boomed that one though too.
Yeah.
Perfect.
He kicks it so like the speed of at which the ball like lands towards the returner.
Yeah.
Looks gigantic and quick.
Like that ball traveled like 60 yards in like 3 seconds. Oh, officially a 59-yard punt, it looks like.
All right.
Yeah, and Josh, he even tweeted the spacing on the Evans-Godwin third down route combo all screwed up.
Yeah, looked quite on. Brian Hernandez says this team has no life. I mean, they've had 2 drives, and one of them was a first down. Kathy Gillespie says 3 and out won't cut it. As where was it? Baby Boy 2 Demand says Baker looks a little skittish in pocket to me. I feel like he's just always kind of like that.
Yeah, I feel like it takes him a little bit to settle in.
Larry Fisherman says, I swear to God, if we lose this game. Christopher Oxentine, 3 and out, just like Bowles wanted. Air Raid Band says, only in the second drive, and I'm already frustrated. Richard says, all that mattered is Godwin gets targeted, no matter what.
No matter what.
Rashad West, what a sweet 2-yard drive.
Well, we talked about it. Guys need to step up for the Bucs. Now's the time on defense. No Vita Vea. KJ Britt needs to step up.
Yeah. All right, 1st and 10. Oh my God! Carlton Davis pick 6. Holy smokes! We've seen it all.
Yeah.
Carlton! Look at that. Todd Bowles smiling.
Yeah.
Wow.
Read that like a book. He was doing the Carlton. Shut up.
Wait, he did the Carlton?
Yeah, he was doing the Carlton in the end zone. Snatch that.
Show him doing the Carlton. That is hilarious. What a way to end this first quarter. Oh, he might have been down.
Either way. What a play.
Carlton. Yeah, he was definitely down. That was so cool.
That's what you want to see. Matt, I'm telling you, when we're on, Carlton Davis gets interceptions.
Yeah, we may need to continue to be on.
Well, 1st and goal for the Bucs.
Yeah. And then Rashad
has daylight. Down to the 1. Like this comment from Angelina. That was a heady play. That's what Todd Bowles was going to say.
Comment of the day so far. Well done, Angelina. That was hilarious.
Yeah.
I like this one from MJRVI who says, Christmas miracle, Davis pick. Oh, man. All right. Well, Adam, thank you so much for joining us on this very entertaining first quarter that ended with a bang.
It did. Yeah, definitely.
All right. Make sure you check out Adam's work on pewterreport.com. He's either doing most impressive or most disappointing. Either one, he does a great job. That's the end of the first quarter. I'm going to grab a drink real quick. So I'll be back in like a minute. In the meantime, enjoy yourselves. All right, we're back for the second quarter, and it's a touchdown for Baker Mayfield. What? Was that by design? High snap. Whatever, it worked. That's a tutty for the Bucs. Shout out Baker. Rushing touchdown. Ankle feeling fine. Extra point by McLaughlin is good. Bucs are up 10-3. Kathy says, great pick, talking about Carlton's play. I really wish he scored, says says Daniel Gomez. I wish so as well. I mean, it's Daniel Gomes. Either way. Jarvel 5 says, how's the Florida weather, Matt? It's 39 and cloudy here in Ohio. Damn. Yeah, it was warm yesterday. I haven't stepped outside today. To be fair. But it's 81. A little windy though. Shaggy says, let's effing go. Yeah, let's be happy. Bucs are up. Let's see how my fantasy team is doing. Could really use a win today. My other fantasy team, I have the best record in the league, which is nice. Yeah, Baker 7 points on that rushing touchdown. Tom with a great comment says, I actually saw leaves fall from a tree today. That's a Florida winter. Isn't Ritter rolling out? Oh, is that a fumble? Doesn't matter when they are calling it a fumble. So that would force it to not be a first down. Now, is that a forced fumble for Levante or Zion? Yaya Diaby. You got to get that ball, dude. Yeah, but that does prevent it from being a first down. So nice job. See if the Bucs can get the stop. They're going to run it up the middle with Bijan, who gets the first down. Falcons go play action. Ritter to the left side, caught by Drake. You sound like you're from London. For a first down. Ooh. Red zone, they got the Colts Bengals game going on. Almost a touchdown. All right, nice stop by the Bucs defense. JTS in the middle. Yeah, he's a good run defender. Is there injury timeout? Who's down? Looks like someone on the Bucs. I think that's Ryan Neal. Yeah, you guys are saying Neal's down. Yep, Ryan Neal is on the ground. Unfortunate to see. He obviously played a big role last week in the Bucs winning. Cody says Neal had been involved today. Yeah. Nicole says Ryan Neal's been all over the place today. Good game for him. Lucas Patisse is asking, why is Ryan Neal even starting again? Todd Bowles' decision. They were subbing him in and out with like D. Delaney. Kayvon Merriweather have been getting more time. Nicole says, if Devin White plays over KJ when he's back, I might cry. Callie Buck says, yeah, was trying to pick that ball up. He just needs to cover that. Yeah, I feel like sometimes defenders think that they need to like do the scoop and score or whatever. Like just fall on it. It's not your job to score touchdowns. It's the offense's job to score touchdowns. Long Lost Glazer says, at least it's sloppy football. We can't win clean games, but we muck it up in the mud with the worst of them. Brian Gomez says the Atlanta folks ain't happy. Cody says, I'm so glad your screen is synced with mine. It's perfect. I actually sped mine up a little bit. Because why sit through commercials if I don't have to? Second Royalty says, I know something was wrong with Neil when they put the camera on him and he looked like he was limping. Yeah, so now Kayvon Merriweather's in the game. 2nd and 9. Ritter going down the field, hits a wide open Kyle Pitts, and he's in for the touchdown. I mean, he was wide open. We're going to have a tie ball game. Well, Koo's got to hit it, but we could be tied. Wide open. Oh, the Lions just missed out on recovering a fumble after an interception. Yeah, they were in zone. And yeah, we're tied again. Loving this for the over, though. It's just the right play call. Yeah, Joe Miliziano says, how do we get no pressure against the line with 3 backups? Embarrassing. Brian says, LMAO, just open receivers every drive. MJRVI says, to be fair, nobody thinks Pitts is getting the ball. Eater17 says, Bowles' defense is dumb. Cody, wouldn't that be great if we could all watch the game together in person? Wade Butler says the snowball effect. I don't think that was on Winfield. Justin Newland says, that shouldn't happen. Steve Jensen says, Ball simplified the defense, cover one guy only. I like this comment from Long Lost Glazer. Canales, we need you, buddy. All right, so Bucs get their 3rd offensive drive of the game? No, 4th. And they started with a pitch to Chase Edmonds as Jesse Bates comes flying from his safety position. And gets a stop. All right, first down, Chase Edmonds. Throw over the middle to him. Fresh set of downs for Tampa Bay. All right, a little Trey Palmer action. Another run. Damn, Caden Ellis really broke that play up. Now let's get some Mike Evans action on this third down. All righty. 3rd and 4. And the Bucs keep their drive going. Baker takes a snap, looking to his left. It's caught, and that's good for a first down. Chase Edmonds. Big time play. Run up the middle for Rashad White. Yeah, Mike Evans has no catches, no target. Maybe one target. There was that play where they like ran right next to each other. And Chris Godwin has 1 catch, so not much from the wide receivers today. Chris Godwin in motion, makes the catch. Oh, get up the field. All right. All right. We'll take the reception. There's Dave Canales. They're 30th in rushing. Baker has time. Throws to Rashad. Oh, he cannot break the tackle. I mean, he does, but not enough for the first down. Hughes makes the stop. Baker rushing everyone to the line. I think the Bucs are going to go for it. which I like. Play action. Play action. Oh, a pitch. Something different. Not even close. Oh, my God. Wow. Yeah, that was ugly. Oh, what? Goldberg's at the game today? That's pretty dope. It's been a tough one for Tampa Bay. I mean, they're tied. What am I saying? Yeah, Falcons got pretty good field position because of the Bucs' inability to run the football, and they pick up right where they left off. Yeah, players are like just wide ass open. It's quite aggravating, to say the least. It seems like the only plays the Bucs can make is like the pass to the outside. The corner can jump. Oh, Odell scored? Damn, I didn't play him. Good for Odell. Coming back from that knee injury. Ritter's going to run. Oh, is that a sack? Is that technically a sack? He fell short of the line of scrimmage. Yeah, Cansey. All right, good third down stop for the Bucs. Younghoe Koo's going to try a 50-yarder. Wow. Oh, I mean, 50 yards is like nothing, man. The kick is doink off the post. Bucs catch a nice break. So many people are mad about the fourth down play. Yeah, well, Bucs will have a chance. I mean, what's that, like 5 minutes left? There's 4:20 left. Smoke it if you got it. So Bucs could have one last drive. They only got half the field to go. You could take the lead. Got a comment from Emily Compa, who says, "Hey, Matt, I've never been so excited for a game. Can you tone it down a bit? What the hell are we doing out there?" I'm with you, Matt. Sorry if I'm not energetic enough for you. Angelina S. says, LMAO. Joel says, I'd rather 5 wide on 4th and 2. But nonetheless, appreciate you watching the show, Emily. Reckon. I'm not going to put up your comment, but I find it very funny and I hope you're having a good time. Carrie Clark says, can I say Bucs negative comments? The coach are paid to coach and have to sacrifice family life. Players make deals. I like this from He Looked Too Familiar. He says, where's Mike Evans? Where the hell is Mike Evans? No catches in the game, 1 target. I'm sure Canals say, oh, he's gotten doubled and all this crap. Thumbs up to you, Reckon. Hope you're enjoying the game. Eric says, they will run about the clock and take our timeouts to the locker room. Text game over. Joe Miliziano says, first down, let's throw to a wide receiver. Never mind. LOL. 2nd and 7, under 3 to go. A little play action. Baker looking down the field. He's throwing for Chris That would have totally hit the over on receiving yards. We got a replay? CBS? Ah, right there. Right there. Damn. Damn, damn, damn. Tried to take a shot. Didn't get it. Third down. Baker trying to run. And he gets sacked. Too good to be true. Bucs had a moment. Damn, damn, damn. Alberto Rivas Negron says Rachaad White is trash. What do you got against Rachaad White? What did he do? Baker not field. Brian says, I'm so sick of this team playing for third and short instead of just going for first downs. I mean, second down, they threw it deep. I don't know what you want. Yi Jinping says, Atlanta's defense knows the plays better than the Bucs offense does. Kind of true. Cody says, would you guys prefer playoffs or a new coach? New coach, new coach. Tom says Jaden Daniels. I mean, think about it. Like that last play where Baker tried to scramble and got sacked, Jaden Daniels probably gets a first down. Demon Murphy says, new coach. Coach is. Richard prefers a quarterback for 10 years. Baker isn't going through reads fast enough. I don't know. I mean, I think he is, but no one's open. Baker, I can't field. Kenneth McClary also would like a new coach. Timothy says, throw to Evans. Screw feelings. Yeah, not one catch for not one catch for Mike Evans. Yeah, Brandon Stevens says, how's no one open? How do other teams always scheme up good plays on third down, but we can't? It's fair. Richard with a great comment. If Bucs are in playoffs mode, this is what it looks like, Bucs fans. Jay says, RIP Mark Cook. Yeah, RIP Mark. Miss him all the time. Think about him quite often. Love to think what his opinions are a lot about the Bucs and, of course, Florida State as well. Ken Rickard would like a new coach and a new quarterback. Oh, my God, there's a fumble in the end zone. Pat O'Connor makes a tackle. That's going to be a safety. The Bucs have the lead. What the heck happened? A great job by the Bucs defense. That's the Bucs' first safety of the season. Let's see. All right. So they go play action. Antoine Winfield Jr. And the ball's fumbled. It's picked up, and Pat O'Connor makes a tackle. The guy does everything. Everything. this guy on the Pro Bowl voting. Antoine Winfield Jr. All pro, as Timothy says. Yeah, he's not even on the Pro Bowl balloting. Winfield for MVP. Sorry, Tyreek. Praise be Winfield. All right, Devin Tompkins going to be able to return it. Oh, Tompkins up the middle. Takes it to like the 32, 33. Pretty good return. Time for balls to misuse. 3 timeouts. All right, Bucs run it with Rachaad White. My guess is he won't even use the timeouts. We're about to hit the 2-minute warning. All right, Bucs up 12-10. That was fun. So how many times has, this is a great comment from Hot Coldman. So how many times has Antoine Winfield Jr. stripped Ritter? I wonder if that's an individual record of times stripped by the same player in a season. That's honestly a great question. I have no idea. That's definitely a Greg Auman question if you want to tweet at him. It's got to be high. Bucs Communications said Winfield Jr. now has 13 sacks since entering the league in 2020, 3.5 more than any other defensive back during that span. He's the man. Antoine Winfield Jr. is the man. He is him. Antoine Winfield Jr. GOAT. Bulls with the kneel to end the F. That'd be funny. I'm begging the Bucs for my bet. Please throw it to Chris Godwin. For the sake of Bucs fans, throw it to Mike Evans. Bucs should run up the middle more. Please don't go 3 and out, Baker. Lucas says, can we just accept that Chris is not even close to as good as Mike is outside and just throw it to Mike? I mean, there's a clear difference between wide receiver 1 and wide receiver 2, and it's not even remotely close. So, yeah, you're right. Shaggy says, Madden would run out of words singing Antoine Winfield Jr.'s praises. Second Royalty says, Antoine Winfield Jr. equals Desmond Ritter's kryptonite. Pay Winfield. Yeah. All right, Bucs run it with Rachaad White. Makes a little cut. I'll make a 3rd and short. 3rd and 3, a minute 30 to go. Bucs have all 3 timeouts. Odd looking formation. You got 4 guys lined up to the right side. 3 seconds on the play clock. 2, 1. False start. Oh my God. The ineptitude of this team. I think that was on Tristan Wirfs. Who's it on? Yeah, Wirfs. Wirfs has not played his best football over the last 3 or 4 games. If we're being realistic, I know we all love Tristan. I love Tristan too. Love talking to him in the locker room. That's a stupid sign. It just says it's 3rd down. Yeah, no shit. 3rd and 8 now. At least they have to throw it. Can't just do a shitty run play. Yep. Oh, Baker rolls out of a sack. Dude, throw it. Do something. Throw it deep. That was the best option. No one else is open. No, David Moore. No. Yeah, Bucs gonna have all 3 timeouts again. Line drive punt by Jake Camarda. Ooh, Falcons get it to around midfield. So they'll have 58 seconds. I can't tell if they have their timeouts or not because there's, I don't know, that's a stupid graphic. I have no tolerance for stupid stuff today. Jay Bog Uncunt says, the fact that Mike only has 1 target is insane. I bet they don't sit on the ball. Yeah, not at midfield. Oh, hey now. What the heck happened there? Ritter over the middle. It's caught. All right. Sending out that tweet. Yeah, actually, I don't like that. All right, 1st and 10, 30 seconds to go. Easy catch. Out of bounds. Another throw, incomplete. Levante David breaks it up. Yeah, 3rd and 2, 27 seconds to go. Falcons have 2 timeouts, so it's very difficult to tell because they obviously have black with their logo. As Bucks get a stop on 3rd down when they run the ball, and then their timeouts are in gray. I have no idea why they don't just put it in white. That's very, very stupid by CBS. But you know what? CBS does a lot of stupid stuff. Like they lost SEC football. I don't know how you do that. So, it makes sense. All right. Atlanta's going to try this field goal thing again. Younghoe Koo. Oh, Younghoe Koo's kick is no good. All right. We're going to go into halftime. Bucks are up 12-10. Bucks luck out once again. But yeah, there's your score at halftime, 12-10. I'm going to take a little break during intermission, and we'll see you guys for the 3rd quarter. All righty, Pewter people, let's get it going for the second half of Bucs versus Falcons. I'm your host, Matt Matera from PewterReport.com. Bucs are about to kick off for the third quarter. They are leading 12-10 in just another wacky game, but at this point, wacky games are just what the Bucs do. So I am the least bit surprised about what's going on. There's been 2 missed field goals from Younghoe Koo. Mike Evans does not have a catch. Chris Godwin only has 2 catches. Neither wide receiver has been really all that involved. Chase Edmonds is playing better than Rachaad White, if we're being honest. Antoine Winfield Jr. continued to be Superman. As Bijan Robinson starts the first drive of the second half with an 8-yard run. Jacob Pitt says, so do we miss Devin White at all? Listen, there's things to be frustrated about with the Bucs defense. There's been guys wide open. But they only allowed 10 points. Nicole says, so jealous of Falcons fans, cheap tickets / concessions. But Falcons fans also have to deal with 28-3 and have never won a Super Bowl. Bucs have won 2 Super Bowls, including in 2020. So still think you'd rather be a Bucs fan. Glass half full for you. First and 10 for the ATL. Ritter over the middle. Oh, it's picked! Antoine Winfield Jr. What can't this man do? What can't this man do? Put him in the All-Pro. Put him in the Pro Bowl. What can't this man do? Oh, my God. Carlton. Oh. That's a gut punch. That's like a million stabbings. Oh. That sucks. That absolutely sucks. Oh. Now I feel awful. I feel awful. Thanks, Carlton. Defensive Player of the Year. Ritter signs arms it to the tight end. Sorry, I'm sending out a tweet. Antoine Winfield Jr. Antoine Winfield Jr. Oh, damn, Geno Smith isn't playing. Whew. Why the There's your timeout. Angelina says, I'm saying Antoine Whitfield Jr. should be in the conversation for Defensive Player of the Year. I'm trying to think, like, who's in contention right now. Obviously, a pass rusher. I mean, Khalil Mack is like 13 sacks, but the Chargers have a pretty bad defense, so he's not going to win it. TJ Watt's always in the mix. Yeah, Myles Garrett, Al Bundy. Ooh, Bradley Pinion, former Buccaneer, former Super Bowl champion with the Bucs. Pins the Bucs at back. Richard says, who's leading sacks for all rookies? I think there's like multiple. Yaya's tied for it. Yaya's tied with Will Anderson and like two other players. But yeah, there's like a multiple player tie for fifth. Vise with the $5 super chat. Thank you, Vise. Says, think Evans will ever see the ball today? Yes. I do not think Mike Evans will go catchless. Yeah, I think Baker will find him at some point or another. Hey, the Jets scored a touchdown. Randall Cobb scored? Are you kidding me? That's hilarious. Wow, the Jets are up 7-0. That's going to make me get my hopes up. Jeff Cutterson says, Wolford. I like this comment from Justin Newland. It says, Canales motioned 15 guys to get 1 yard. Oh, that is funny. Oh, Eagles Cowboys is the night game. That is awesome. Yep, there's the graphic on Mike Evans. Nothing. Jack shit. Oh, a little play action. Get rid of it. Sidearm. Keefe now has as many targets as Mike Evans. Yeah, that one was so weird to me. You gotta get Mike the ball. The Bucs social media account just posted a 2-hour video of every Mike Evans catch of his career. Oh, the ball's tipped in the air. There's your routine Baker Mayfield tip pass, as is tradition. Watch. Yep, he was looking for Mike on that play. God damn. Wow, Bucs run a draw play on 3rd and 10, and they don't Get it. That's his tradition. Sorry, excuse me. That's probably disgusting. I actually don't hate the idea of doing something different. But, I mean, it's got to work. Marta's punt is fielded at the 30. Falcons are going to have pretty damn good field position. They get to the 45. Joel says, White is a terrible runner. Where's Ronald Jones? Now that's funny. Is the over dead? No, I don't think so. The over's 41.5. You're at 22, so you're already halfway there. Each team has only had one drive, and they were relatively quick. So, and the Falcons are at midfield. Over is definitely not dead. And the way the Bucs have been playing defense, they either get a turnover or allow receivers to be wide open. So, over is very much alive. Now, if Young Wei Koo could hit some damn field goals, that would help. Are the Bucs dead? No. No, they will be dead if they lose this game. But no, they're not dead currently. Feels like an 18-17 game, no? Yeah, could be. Josh Capo had it 19-17, I think. Let's see. Yeah, he had the Bucs winning 19-17. Which, if the Bucs score another touchdown and the Falcons score a touchdown, he would get his prediction correct. Ryan Valenti says, guy had 2 Pro Bowl receivers combining for 8 yards. Brent O'Neill says, and he has time to throw. Yeah, Angelina S. Adam Slavon had just texted me saying Zach Wilson's balling. How about Zach Wilson, 14-21 for 169 yards? Very nice. And a touchdown. Ritter now throwing deep. Oh, that ball's dropped. Wow. Drake, the Bucs have gotten so lucky today. And the Panthers just went offsides on a 4th and 1. Richard, you were correct. First 18 points wins bowl, sponsored by Celsius. Yeah, Drake London, just an awful drop. Do we have the worst secondary in the league? No, not by any means. Al Bundy says, Bucs are lucky that Ritter is trash. Yeah, not wrong. He's a bad quarterback. Carlton Davis doing the lock. Another heady play. All right, 3rd and 10. See if the Bucs can get a stop. No, Justin Fields. No. I'm playing against Justin Fields in fantasy. Ritter going deep down the field over the middle. Nobody home. Looking for old pal Scotty Miller, but it's incomplete. Zion talking a little smack. Yeah, Angelina, I'm a fan of these refs right now. There haven't been too many penalties. Obviously, the one penalty completely sucked on Carlton Davis when Antoine Fitt Jr. had the the interception. But yeah, I'm an advocate of just let him play. So how are we getting no pressure? Yeah, we're just getting rid of the ball quick. I think some of that has to do with the guys being so open. Olave! I know that no one wants the Saints to win. I want my fantasy team to win, though. My fantasy team also could really use Mike Evans. Nice fair catch, Devin Tompkins. Isaiah J says, only Ritter beating his own offense, just like Baker. Battle of average quarterbacks. Isaiah, you are very, very correct. All right. Need the Lions to make a stop on Justin Fields. Or the Bears can run it. That's fine. No, don't run it. Pick. All right, out of the end zone. That's good. That's good. Jeff Gutterson says it's time for Trask. Jerome Jason. Ritter has better stats than Mayfield this game. We have arguably one of the best wide receivers to ever play the game. We can't do anything with this play calling. Jordan Schneiderman says play calling and coaching hurting this team immensely. UCLA Carter says we need a touchdown. They do. Brandon Stevens says, I don't think people are getting open either. Atlanta defense is playing well. Alan Mnemonic says, we need to lose and clean house. I like this comment from Brian Hernandez, and it's true. I just don't get what the game plan was for today. Me neither. Oh, high snap. Oh, the ball's loose. Rashad White picks it up and actually gets 2 yards. That could have been disastrous. Tim Rigsby, thank you for the $4.99 super chat. Says, hey, Matt, thanks for sticking it out with us during these tough to watch games. Often prefer to listen to this over the commentators. Tim, thank you so much. That means such a great deal to me. I really appreciate you. I appreciate all the people in the comments that choose to watch this with me over watching the game itself. I try to provide as much entertainment and fun as possible, and I think it's even more important in these type of games where it hasn't really been that good of football. So thank you so much, Tim, for the comment. That makes me really happy seeing stuff like that, so thank you. Lucas says, why are we running as there's a player down? Jarvel 5 says, Pewter GameDay is way better than the commentators. Thank you. Hey, if you guys want to start a campaign or whatever, listen, no one can replace. Oh my God. Why am I blanking on his name? All right, I'll bring it up. up later when I remember. But yeah, I have an awesome time doing this, so appreciate you guys. Callie Buck says, oh yeah, Gene Deckerhoff. I know this is Gene Deckerhoff's last season. They're going to need a new play-by-play guy. I'm happy to throw my hat into the ring. George Henderson says, what is this? Couches eyes out. Kathy Gillespie says, grrr, shot up the middle. A little too much of that. Haven't ran into the outside much. The one time they did, it was the 4th and 2 play that got stopped. Josue Ortiz says, why does Dave Canales think this type of offense will succeed? Lucas Petit says, my girlfriend doesn't even watch football. She said why they were still running the ball. Canales likes to think, and again, I'm trying to explain it from what I believe he is thinking of, that he can goad the team, the opponent, into like faking out, bam, then hit him with something big. So he's in the middle of like doing the jab before the haymaker. That's what he is thinking. Jarvel 5 says, the photo behind you in the white frame looks like a Comic-Con photo op. Yes. No, this is that is Mike Piazza, the photo behind me. Hall of Famer, Hall of Fame catcher, played for the Mets, my favorite baseball team. Fun fact about this photo right there, that was a gift that was given to me. It's a drawing. He didn't draw it himself, but that was a gift given to me by Trevor Sikkema of formerly of PewterReport.com, now with Pro Football Focus. And yeah, Trevor's just the greatest guy ever. I love him. Appreciate all the time that we spent together when we were both working at Pewter Report. And yeah, I'll see him at the Senior Bowl. So very excited to see that. Trevor, obviously, of course, is always part of the Pewter Report family. So, oh my God. 3rd and 6, throw to Chris Godwin. Oh, is Godwin injured? Godwin's holding his knee. Oh, he is limping heavily. Oh, ooh, not good. Yikes. Heavily. Damn. Kathy says, okay, Mariah, have you seen enough? Pure on drop. Kathy Puck says, where's Godwin's wife at? He forgot how to catch and you want him fed. Kathy also says, should have had that. Yeah, true. Angelina says, need to push the dang ball down the field. Wow, the Jets scored again. This offense is hurting my eyes. Yeah, it's getting a little tough to little tough. Yeah, I thought Chris Godwin was going to go off today as well. Long Lost Glazer says, Mike Evans' wife thinking, just let my man make it to free agency healthy. Yeah, my actually the team I have with Mike Evans, I'm not going to make the playoffs. Oh, Carlton with the deflection. But the playoffs start next week. Evans has 0 points in fantasy playoff week. Yeah, aggravating to say the least. Quite aggravating. Carlton makes a tackle on that second down play. Oh, got a couple of super chats. Sorry, missed those. Oh, KJ Britt almost had a pick. Man, the the Devin White haters coming out of the woodwork if KJ Britt makes that pick. Josue Ortiz, the $1.99 super chat says, and thank you, Josue, says, Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, get them the ball. Yeah, absolutely. Kathy Gillespie, thank you for the $9.99 super chat, says, thanks for noticing my frustration. Yeah, appreciate all your comments. I think we're all a little frustrated right now. We'll see on this next drive if the Bucs can start putting it together. Rev Fish with the $4.99 super chat says, and thank you for the super chat, says, not a Baker hater, but 46 yards passing? Really? Can't Trask get 50 yards? It's a really great point. I mean, Baker has not played well. We talked about that. He is a guy that needs to step it up, and he hasn't. Man, has Chase Edmonds been the best running back today for the Bucs? So the first quarter went extremely quick. This third quarter has been extremely slow, in my opinion. Oh, Chris Godwin's back on the field. That's good. Yeah, the over might be dead, though, unless the Bucs score on this drive. Third and 1. Let's see what Dave Canales cooks up. Yeah, 49 passing yards for Baker. God, that is ugly. A good run for Rashad. All right, Bucks finding a little something. Daniel says Godwin blocks better than Evans. Yeah, he does. He's always been known as a pretty good blocker. By the way, defensive lineman Kentavious Street is out for the rest of the game with a shoulder injury. All right, hit him with some play action. I'm with you, Lucas. Throw it to Mike. My fantasy team needs it. If they do, I'm going to tweet breaking. Mike Evans has a reception. Bucs are 3 of 10 on third down. Baker over the middle. Oh, Mike Evans makes a catch. Breaking. Mike Evans has made a catch. All right, he's off the schneid. There you go. Playing zone, found a pocket in the zone. So Lucas says, oh my God, he threw it to Mike. Angelina says, geez, finally Evans. Frank G. Is Baker over 300 yards today? No, he is not. All right. Hit play action for me one time. One time. And throw it to Chris Godwin or Mike. Yeah, I think the Bucs got to stop running. Like, it's the third quarter. How much clock are you really going to kill? A touchdown on this drive would be huge. There you go. A little play action. Baker. Okay, I think they were trying to set up like not necessarily a screen, but like something to get Kate Otten open. Clearly didn't work. Because you saw Baker was looking to the left side. I think they were trying to set up a screen. Yeah, so he does the play action. He rolls out, but then he immediately looks to his left. Yes, I'm not sure. Clearly didn't work. All right. Now they try the screen. Oh, okay. Rashad's got room. He gets the first down. He's going to head to the end zone. Touchdown. Rashad White. The screenplay works. Get that man the football in open field. That is a touchdown for Tampa Bay. That'll help Baker's receiving yards. We got, let's see. Oh, let me change the score. An extra point makes it a 2-possession game. Yep. Awesome. Yes. Oh, look, a Rashad White touchdown screen. Why did they get away from this? LFG White. Woohoo. Woohoo. Oh, my God. We're going to settle for a field goal? Nope. Joel. Tom says, yippee. Angelina says, beautiful. Long Lost Glaciers got the hand emojis. What? No way. That was so random. Go for 2. Why? Just keep doing that, damn it. Oh, man. Rashad White receiving touchdown. Nicely done by Rashad White. How do you spell that word? There we go. There you go, Rashad. 19-10. It's a 2-possession game, folks. for the Bucs. Needed that for the over as well. 559 Cali guy says, bad play calling, huh? Yeah, he always tries to go for the haymaker. He got one there. Joshua Porter says, either teams get spanked in the playoffs. Yeah, whoever wins NFC South is going to get boat raced by either Dallas or the Eagles, which we'll find out tonight. Ritter drops back. A little dump off to Bijan. Nice job. Levante David on the stop. Christian Izzy in the mix as well. Jonathan Jurgen says, I like CBS coverage so much better than Fox. Fox has a 3-minute commercial break after every play stoppage. CBS stays on the game and keeps things moving. I didn't actually notice that, but good observation. Oh, God, the Jets are on red zone. Ritter over the middle, caught. That's a first down for ATL. Zach Wilson running, scrambling, making people miss. Loses the football. Oh, God. Yeah, look at Logan Hall. Oh, wait. What do they call it? Roughing the passer? All right, Falcons trying to do something here. They just did not block Anthony Nelson, but Tyler Shields still gets like 5 yards down the field. Yeah, Stan Glasson says, Nelson just waited to tackle him. I agree. Kathy says, come on. Oh, another super chat from Josue Ortiz. Thank you for the $4.99 super chat. Says, if Baker throws another touchdown, has he earned a seat for next year? No, I do not think so. I mean, like, how much credit does Baker deserve for a screen pass? You know, I don't think that much, in my opinion. And then you're essentially saying that he's thrown one touchdown. All right, nice stop by the Bucs on a second, or was that first down? I don't know. Jordan Schneiderman says, getting gashed in the run game by a second string line. Yeah, let's remember though, they don't have Vita Vea. Falcons go play action. Ritter going deep down the field, looking for London. Scotty Miller, almost picked by Zion McCollum. That's a matchup of speed versus speed. That was almost like the play that Antoine Winfield Jr. made on Michael Pittman in Indy, not a couple of weeks ago when they played, but 2 seasons ago. That would have been they called that pass interference. Get the hell out of here. Or, sorry, talking about a different game. Wow, Rams-Ravens 2020. Ritter on third down. Knocked away. Zion McCollum having himself a game. Yeah, Zion's been balling. Devin Tompkins able to do a return. Oh my God, he got a whirly bird. But was he down? Damn, he went flying. Angle, appreciate the comment. Zach Wilson fumbled though, and the Texans drove down and scored. So Jets are winning 14-7. Zion, I think, was a 6th rounder. I think either 5th or 6th. I think a 5th. I apologize. I don't know off the top of my head. Let me look it up. Zion was a 5th rounder. Yeah, so great value. All right, folks. Put your 4s up. Going to the 4th quarter. Bucs have a 2-possession lead, but the Falcons are driving. Do the Bucs hold on? Will that timeout come into play? Yeah, Stan Glassman says 5th. Great job developing him. Yeah, I mean, he should play. He's playing like a starter. Fourth quarter, late touchdown, Mike Evans. What's Godwin's stat line? Not great. Yeah. I had ESPN up before. Godwin has 2 catches for 8 yards. Yikes. Mike Evans has 1 catch for 8 yards. The whole thing, I mean, Baker Mayfield has 88 passing yards. Not good. We've ran it. Rachaad White has 52 rushing yards. Nothing to write home about. Chase Edmonds, 18 yards. Rachaad White's the leading receiver. Rachaad White and Chase Edmonds are your leading receivers for the Bucs today. And followed by David Moore. 2nd and 9. Oh my God. Stop running the ball. The Bucs are going to win not throwing for 100 yards. It's almost unheard of. Oh, Justin Fields touchdown. Please be on the offense. Please be on the offense. Damn it. Damn it. Nope. It's on the shoot. Baker over the middle. I mean, extremely high. Chris Godwin had no chance of catching it. that post? No, did not. Are the Bucs to win? Even throw 100 yards. Atlanta's had some good returns today. Yeah, that was a horrible throw. That was a horrible throw. Somehow Baker has 14 fantasy points, which is really tough to do when you have 88 passing yards. But he had that rushing touchdown. Todd Bowles emphatically going like that. That's the most movement we've ever seen from Todd Bowles on the sideline. This game is mid. This whole game is mid. Bucks Basement with the $2 super chat. Thank you. Says, even if we win, Baker's played like trash. Yeah, he has not played well. He hasn't even, like, his last throw to Chris Godwin was terrible. There's just been a lot of times, like, no one's gotten open. Like, you can't watch this game and say a lot of the throws Baker has made have been bad. He just hasn't really made throws. He's only thrown it like 17 times. Yeah, he's thrown it 19 times, excuse me. Desmond Ritter's thrown it 31 times. Ritter's throw, I think, hit Zion McCollum in the balls. How's that a penalty? Oh, that's a horse shit call. Sorry for cussing, but that is a horse shit call. Damn. Gives Falcons a new opportunity, though. Yeah, like, what the hell was that? I didn't see anything either. Like, the ball hit Zion in the groin. Battle of the mid. Yeah, that's a bad call. He was pleading for it, Stan Glassman. That is true. Yaya Diaby with the TFL. Yaya and Kalijah teaming up again. Folks, you can say what you want about both sides of the football, but as Will Golson goes down, man, hate to see that. Bailey Adams, I'm sure he doesn't mind if I share the story. Bailey was at practice on Thursday, and the locker room, and he was talking to Will Golston because Will had just passed John Lynch for sixth most games played all time in Bucs franchise history. And so Bailey was telling Will about that. Will didn't even know, so he thought it was cool. And he was like, who's next? Who's next on the list? And Bailey said Levante. He goes, shit, I'm not passing him. So fun little story there. Shout out to Bailey, who's at the game right now. But the future is looking good for the Bucs with Kalijah Kancey and Yaya Diaby. Yeah, anyone but Will. And Joe Miliziano says, if Bucs stop, do you go back to your kicker and go for it on fourth down? Yeah. I mean, Koo has missed 2 field goals. Yeah, I just saw that on Red Zone now. Of course, the Jets and Zach Wilson start playing well when the chips are down and they have nothing to play for. So, typical. Joel says, Diaby is a draft gem. Yeah, 3rd round pick. Paying off. Already better than Joe Tryon-Shanka. Adam, that's a terrible idea. That's a horrible idea. I would advise you not to do so. First of all, they're already 4-8. Like, they're not. Like, what bandwagon is there to jump on? They're not good. They're not going to the playoffs. Brandon Stevens says, Baker's bad today for sure, but it had a lot to do with the Atlanta defense. They are underrated, top 10. Yeah, they're playing well. Bijan Robinson with a big-time run. Oh, he's going to take it a long way. And there's the talent of Bijan Robinson, as you see on a 3rd and 4. Oh, what's Bijan at? I took his over on the rushing yards. Bijan. Where'd you go? Not you. There we go. And Bijan's in for the touchdown. That'll make it 19-16. Bijan's at 64. And his over was 69.5. So he'll probably, and you think he's probably going to run it again at some point. 19-16. It's a 3-point game. Yeah, this does have the feels of a Younghoe Koo field goal with the game on the line. Koo's extra point is good. That makes it 19-17. Oh, what a bad throw by Justin Fields. Keeping me alive. Adam Hamilton says, everyone sees the value of Bijan now. LOL. Justin Newland says, refs gave them that. Yeah, I mean, that's a terrible call on Zion McCollum. Canales better be aggressive. I agree. I think they should come out and run play action on the first play. Oh! They're calling the Bijan Robinson play a pop pass, so it doesn't count as rushing yards. So that absolutely sucks for those that bet. That sucks. That just took 30 rushing yards off the board for Bijan Robinson. It goes to his passing yard, so it doesn't affect him. But those that bet on his rushing yards, that hurts. Yeah, bad play action call. Pass interference call. My brain is fried. Nicole says, man, we are back in poverty. Yeah, has not been a good game. Richard Taroka says, prediction, first play will be a deep pass to none other than ... Trey Palmer, ... What the F? Buccaneers Communications just tweeted out that Carlton Davis is questionable to return. With a groin injury. Give me play action. Fields with the touchdown. Damn it. Fantasy team is crumbling. Justin Fields having the game of his life. Well, if Mike Evans does something here, then we'll be all right. Nope, they ran it, but it's a good run. All right, Jets getting the ball back. Will Golston is also questionable. Golston has a knee injury. Please throw the ball to Mike or Chris. I'm not even specifying one or the other. Just throw it to him. All right, Chase Edmonds with a big run. Hey, listen, we've knocked it, but they've stuck with the run game, and it worked. Yeah, Luke Edeke on the pull to the inside. Yeah, I honestly think Chase Edmonds has been the better running back today. Rachaad White had the biggest impact play on the screen pass. Another run. Rachaad White, first down. Hey, it's working. It's working. I kind of hope the Bucs win without throwing for 100 passing yards. Like it would be kind of insane. And Nicola, run game is almost as beautiful as Canales. He is a very handsome man. Daniel Gomez says, it's okay to run until they stop you. Yeah. A little play action. Chris Godwin. That's a catch for Chris Godwin. Head up the field. Now break 15 tackles. Chris Godwin's laughing at something. Mike Evans TD. We'll see. Bucs are pounding the rock heavy. Another run up the middle. It worked. First down. Angelina says, Dave loves to smack them lips. He does like his lips a lot. I mean, the way that the Bucs are moving the ball, slow, methodical, but they are getting first downs, as you see, 5 rushes, 1 passing attempt. A touchdown could seal the game. All right. Baker going deep down the field, looking for Cade Hunt. Incomplete. Oh my God, are the Jets going to be in the hunt? Nicole says, love the shot, do it again. Yeah, I like it. Olave touchdown, I needed that. No one thought the Saints were going to lose to the Panthers. Nice block by Cade Hunt. Rashad White gets about 5 yards. Baker and Mike Evans are there to pick them up. What are you doing, Lions? You're giving Justin Fields more room. Jesus. All right. 3rd and 4. Bucs are in field goal range, but would still make it a 1-possession game. Baker looking, dancing around. He's moving. Throws into the end zone. Was he in? They're saying incomplete. Mike throws the ball in anger. Can we get a replay? I don't think Mike believes it, because Mike definitely would have said for Todd Bowles to challenge it, right? Oh, his second foot, I think, landed on Terrell's foot, which obviously is not the ground. Left foot. The hand. So his hand touches the out of bounds before. I don't think that's going to hold up. Because both feet are technically in, but he goes foot and then hand hits the out of bounds. And then his second foot hits. Yeah, left foot, then the left hand hits. The right foot is clearly in bounds, but like I said, I think the hands hit. Yeah, that's a pretty quick challenge. That sucks, because Baker could have dumped it off to Rashad. I don't hate being aggressive, though. So Todd Bowles goes from saving all of his timeouts in the first half to stupidly using one early, and then challenging one that was pretty obvious. McLaughlin's kick is good, so it does force the Falcons to have to kick or to have to score a touchdown versus settling for a field goal. So the field goal does have some importance, but we've seen the Bucs blow games late. Oh man, the drama, the suspense, it's coming down to the wire. Damn, CJ Stroud got drilled. Ooh. Oh, he's out too. Damn. Yeah, Bucs, if they hold on, that's a big game against Green Bay next week. Jordan Love's playing very well. Adam Sylvan will be at the game too, which is cool. All right. Falcons start their drive. Ritter going deep. Oh my God, it's caught by Drake London. That was an insane catch. Yeah, that's where height kind of got the advantage. Damn. Over Antoine Winfield. Come on, Lucas. Winfield doesn't suck. I kind of agree with you, Angle. I ain't even mad. That was a monster catch. That was an insane catch. That was a great catch. Angelina says, and these are the days of Bucs fans' lives. Again, that's why you got to enjoy the good moments. Dave Weber says, Mike and Chris under 30 yards combined. That in of itself is a fireable offense. Well, Bucs are going to get the ball back. Oh, high snap. They run it with Algier, who gets the first down. He's at the 11. I wonder, they're showing the replay on Red Zone now. I wonder if Antoine thought, I'm just curious if he saw Drake London there, because Antoine got under it almost like how a receiver is kind of getting ready to, or like a returner is getting ready to like field a kickoff or a punt. Where I feel like if he saw the receiver, he probably like goes up and jumps and tries to make it. Brandon Stevens says, have to hold to 3 here. What the F? I think the Falcons are in 4-down territory. I mean, there's 3 minutes to go. And if you don't get on a 4th down, you pin them deep into field position. I don't know. I mean, never say never, but I don't think I don't think they're going to pull a Matt LaFleur. Or Ritter can just run for the touchdown. Yep. So there's that. Okay, Falcons take the lead. They'll probably go for two. Falcons 23, Bucs 22. Big time 2-point conversion. By the way, the over hit. Oh my God, Trey London was so open. He was so open. All right, 3:23 to go. Bucs are losing. Oh, balls, you can only laugh. Yeah, that was rough. That was rough. Baker over the middle. Chris Godwin makes a catch. Okay. I hope Chris Godwin has like 100 catches for 80 yards on this drive. Second and 3. Bucs are going to run it. They do get the first down. There's plenty of times, Nicola. Plenty of time. As the Bucs still run it. Baker thrown deep down the field for God. Oh, I thought Godwin caught that. I'm willing to bet the Bucs QB sneak it here. I thought Godwin had that. That would have been sick. Yeah, good play by the defender. You wish Godwin could have made the catch. QB sneak. Oh, they're not going to QB sneak it. They're in shotgun. I would QB sneak it. I mean, it's the 2-minute warning. They run it anyway, and they don't get it. That was just pathetic. That's just terrible. That's just terrible execution, play call. Why are you in shotgun? Why? Like, how the why are you I don't listen. If there's 2:07 on the clock, the next play, you can run anything because you're going to go to the 2-minute warning. So I don't hate running the ball on 3rd and 1. But for the love of God, why are you running it out of shotgun on 3rd and 1? Just awful. Awful, awful, awful. MJRVI says, you are telling me we ran up the middle and didn't get a yard? Will Baker bake, for heaven's sake? Baker Mayfield has 101 passing yards. Again, I don't hate running the ball on 3rd and 1 because clearly your passing game has been atrocious today. How did they practice this week? Adam Hamilton asked. I'm sure they had a fantastic practice. They should have QB sneaked it. Honest to God, they should have QB sneaked it. You go into the 2-minute warning with a first down. Now they're in shotgun. They're gonna throw. This is gonna be incomplete. The game's gonna be done. No, they ran it again. Rachaad White just got it. They just ran the same exact thing. All right. The good news is they only need a field goal to tie it. All right, Keno Keys. The Bucs just got a first down on 4th and 1. They ran it again. It was not easy. They're down 25-22 with like a minute 50 to go. They're right around midfield. So, and the Falcons called a timeout. I think they want the Falcons want the refs to review it. Trustin Vorbeck, thank you for the $4.99 super chat. Oh, wow. Rashad fumbled that ball. Thank you for the 499 super chat. Says 2nd and 1, we throw a 30-yard pass and then put our running back 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. This is hilarious. How do they have a job? Well, they'll probably all be fired if they don't win this game. Vice, thank you for the $5 super chat. Says Godwin wife made him receiver 1. Thank you guys for the super chats. Yeah, I don't think there's like a clear recovery. So minute 33, Bucs are at the 49. They have to throw it, much to the anger of Dave Canales. Baker over the middle, incomplete. Looking for Mike Evans. Wasn't even a good throw. 2nd and 10, minute 28 to go. Watch, I bet you they run it. Nope. Baker gets hit. That's an incomplete. There is a flag, though. It's clearly incomplete. Bucs do get a call, though. They have not gotten many calls today. Cool. All right, we'll take it. Yeah, only 2 penalties on the Falcons today. Damn. Baker down the left side of the field has. Oh, man, that was a bad throw. He had Mike. It's a bad throw. It's been an awful game. Mike looks. I don't know if he's just dejected because the team stinks or he's a little banged up. But yeah, Mike was open. Bucs only need a couple more yards to get into field goal range. Baker. Oh, my God. Baker is squirrely. Not good. Yeah, Baker's been atrocious today. I don't think there's really much else to say. He was atrocious. He was awful. This is sad, Charles McDaniel. This is sad. Baker over the middle. Caught by Chris Godwin. He's going. Oh, Godwin to the 15. The Bucs are going to have a chance to win with a minute to go. All right, 51 seconds to go. Bucs are at the 15. They run it. Why? I have no idea. There's a penalty. Why are they running it there? Like, are you playing for the field goal? Why are you running the ball? We're going to go to overtime, aren't we? J Pog Uncut says, y'all thought they weren't going to run it? Playing for OT? Yeah, that's so stupid. Yeah, you have a chance to win it now. All right, 35 seconds to go. Baker has the snap. Thrown towards the end zone. Looking for Cade Otton. It's caught. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Cade Otton. He did this last season against the Saints. Scored the game winner. He makes the catch in the end zone with 31 seconds to go. That's going to give the Bucs the lead, but there's a flag on the play. It's on the Falcons. We're good. Bucs regain the lead. We have seen the Bucs blow leads late, though. They are up 29 to 25. Wow. Wow. Cade Otton. I think his first catch of the game. Wow. Holy smokes. Nicole says, Cade, mother effing Otten. Minnie says, let's go, Cade. Long Lost Glazer says, let's go. NFC South is ours. Guys, there is 31 seconds to go. Tom says, we had them right where we wanted them, boys. We got to pray the defense don't sell us. I think Atlanta has 3. Why are we showing political shit? I don't give a shit about politics in general. There are 31 seconds to go. I think Atlanta has 2 time. It's very difficult to see with the black and the gray. I think they have 2 timeouts. RW1315 says, you like that? You like that? I've seen this team lose in 40 seconds. All right, 31 seconds to go. Not over yet. I mean, we've seen the Bucs blow games before. Shaq Barrett in pursuit. That was an illegal block in the back. Also a dumb throw by Desmond Ridder. You got to call a timeout. Timeout? No? All right. Can you imagine the Bucs lose on a Hail Mary? That would be so funny. I'm not rooting for it. I'm just saying it'd be so funny. Why are they showing Young? Oh, well, yeah, the missed field goals. Missed field goals were big from Young Wei Koo. Yeah, this game could be tied right now if Koo hits those field goals. Because obviously if they score, they would have gone for 2. Ridder over the middle. It's caught by Drake London at midfield. Call timeout. All right, so we're in Hail Mary mode. Bucs tweeted out 3 minutes ago, just like a bunch of letters into the odd and touchdown. That was funny. Okay. Ridder looking incomplete, looking for Kyle Pitts. 16 seconds to go. I don't know why they're showing the field goal target line. There's no reason to have the field goal target line. 16 seconds. Oh, Marquise Watts is in the game. Let's go. The ball's caught by London. Pitts. Falcons got to spike it with 6, 5, 4. They spike it with 4 seconds to go. So this will be the last play. Oh, man. All right. One more play. Kick the field goal to cover. No, they wouldn't cover. Bucs were 1.5 point underdog. All right, last play. Falcons at the 30. Logan Hall got held. Ridder over the middle. It's caught by London, but he's short of the marker, short of the end zone. Bucs win! Bucs win! London makes the catch, but he was like 4 yards short. Christian Isian makes the tackle. And the Bucs are tied for first place in the NFC South. Guys, we're going to have the Pewter post-game show coming up in a little bit. Myself and Scott Reynolds going to recap all of this. The Bucs won. Holy crap. They won. They are tied for first place in the NFC South. See you guys in a little bit. Peace out.